Welcome again, veterans, family members, and other badass red blood Americans. You know who you are. I'm Albert Winks, badass veteran business owner. And on this episode of Tips, Topics, and Bullshit, common mistakes that kill your VA claim process. Overthinking versus underthinking. Please like and share. This is amazing information. And I really am glad to do this video because you guys overthink a lot of shit, man. And so I just want to make sure that you're doing things the right way. So again, please like and share. I've got over 3,000 clients. The best and deadliest humans on earth come to me because I'm the best in the world at what I do. And what I'm here to do is help get your money in your pocket as quickly as humanly possible. I'm sure you're going to see John and DJ's heads pop up as I mentioned them. Boop, boop. There's John, there's DJ. And those guys do great work with me. So make sure you get to know them. And they're going to help me get more videos out here as well. So you can hear me refer to a couple of these other videos today. So this is easily one of the most important topics that you need to know about, because my clients are such go-getters that they want to overthink everything and they want things done yesterday. And especially 06s. You guys are my biggest problem children. And I love you guys, love all of you, but holy shit, man, you guys you make it hard on yourself. And I was hosting a town hall recently, and there was like, 70 or 100 people in the room. And this was not an easy topic to talk about because we were making some adjustments. And this one 06 just starts diving in, and he takes command, if you will, of the conversation. And he starts telling these are my clients, by the way, these are like 100 clients in the room. He says, you guys all need to do this too. You need to file your claim for this and file that. And I said, stop, cease fucking fire. Don't try to take over my meeting. This is not your meeting. So let me tell you this, the VA, although I'm not going to make excuses for the fucking VA, the VA is fucked up. I'm not here to unfuck the VA. I'm here to put your money in your pocket as quickly and compliantly as humanly possible. And that is by wrangling you guys into not overthinking it, not underthinking it. Just do what the fuck you need to do and move on. So I'll use this example. Like I tell my kids, if you're putting up a picture on your wall in your bedroom and all you need to do is a little bitty nail, we've all done this, right? You're hanging up a little bitty picture and you don't need a sledgehammer and you don't need a banana. Those tools are going to create more chaos than what you need. All right. So I'm trying to be the calm within the chaos. I think you guys will appreciate that. What you need is the right tool, the right amount of pressure, right verbiage will streamline your process so much more for you. So common mistakes that are killing these guys on their claim is they're just overthinking things or just not doing what I'm telling you to do. I'm telling you to do things that the VA are requiring. So I try to stay away from certain lingo, like certain form numbers or VA form number this or DBQs. I'll say some words like that every now and then, but things like I say them so little that I just try to stay away from, like nexus letters and also buddy letters and all this kind of shit. Here's why. Because it's whatever the VA fucking requires at that time. Today, it may be one thing, and then 6 months from now, it's something else. So like a woman said to me, she said, Albert, the VA is so goofed up on their process that you could write everything the right way, but you just put it on the wrong fucking font, and the VA sends it back to you as a denial. And that's again, it's a bit of overreach, but yeah, it is that frustrating. And the VA does want you frustrated, folks. Just know that. The VA wants you frustrated so you walk away from your money. And this is your money. So this is why I don't want to say talk you out of it, but at least show you how to do it the right way. All right, so common mistakes, overthinking and underthinking. You guys do this all the time. You way overthink things. And I call it wrestling unicorns. So I'll give you a good example that you probably hear me say a lot. So we've got a Green Beret out there, and he's filing a claim for a first claim. And this may be different by the time it's your time. That's okay. Know that when he was filing the claim, electronically, it says now in the claim process, the VA categorizes how did it happen into like 3 categories. One of them, it says environmental, which means like normal wear and tear. The other one is like an individual incident that maybe you're out on a run and you hurt yourself or whatnot, and maybe you didn't get care for it right then and there. And I was out doing PT and I fucking jacked up my shoulder or whatever. And then years later you say, oh, I remember I was running on that, and there's limited amount of, historical data to it, that kind of stuff. So anyway, it's harder to prove. So coming back to the third one, which is like maybe an aircraft crash or explosion or something, the IED blast or something, where multiple people were there, multiple people were hurt, that kind of stuff, right? So there's evidence, there's more blatant evidence for that. So anyway, getting back to the point, when you're making a claim with the VA, when you're filing a claim with the VA, you're going to hear me say this and you're going to go, what? So this Green Beret, he was sending me screenshots of like that question. And he said something like, is this the VA is asking me about, should I put normal wear and tear in there? Yes, normal wear and tear. But of course he starts going off on like texting me about it. Well, but I was a Green Beret over in fucking Mount Olympus and I was wrestling unicorns and the VA knows all about this. And I'm like, dude, just listen to what you're saying. You're betting, again, folks, if you're 40 years old, non-retired, you're worth about $3 million. If you're retired, it's about $5 million. So you're going to wage your $3 to $5 million on a fucking unicorn story that here's what's going to happen. It's going to turn from medical information into legal information, if you will, because the VA is going to say something like, okay, you're wrestling these unicorns on Mount Olympus. Veteran, prove it. How the fuck are you going to prove that? So that's what I'm saying. I know you guys are Green Berets and fighter pilots and NASA and all that kind of shit. I get it. And the VA knows this as well. That's why the VA loves guys and gals like you who are overthinking or underthinking and just you're not hitting the mark. And that's why I'm giving you this guidance, because I've got plenty of people who overthink it and they think, well, the VA knows I'm a Green Beret, so therefore I should qualify for these things. I hear you. However, just like when you're writing a letter to anyone, a snail mail letter, and you send it the snail mail way, if you don't have the right postage on there, or if you are one digit off, or maybe you missed a digit or something like that, it's not going to get where it needs to be. And therefore the VA is going to have the ability to delay or deny your process. So again, we just want to make sure everything is compliant with the VA process, whatever that is at the time of your journey. Just make sure it's all accurate. So that's very, very key. So I talked about overthinking. I didn't tell you about underthinking. So I always keeps coming back to 06s. So I don't know what it is with you guys. You just think that everybody's going to do the things for you. I mean, that's what you were treated like in service, but the VA doesn't give a shit. And like I tell my kids, that no matter who you were, a grizzly bear will eat you. So Mother Nature and Father Time come after all of us. So if you underthink something, again, you're betting, you're putting your chips out there for $3 million or $5 million for the VA to delay or deny. And again, I did a video talking about this where two things you can't get back from the VA are time and money. Make sure you check that out. So time and money. The VA wants you to overthink or underthink and do it the wrong way. When you do it the right way, it sounds weird, but like the VA just opens up without any kind of, delay or denial. They don't fuck with you. And it's funny because I receive texts all the time from you guys when you're receiving your increase or 100%. And you guys are like, holy shit, man, you made it seem like it was going to be so hard, but all I did was said the things that were compliant with the VA process, and boom, it's just kind of like a combination lock on a treasure chest or something. Just do it in the right format and the right way, and boom, 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 there's your money. So honestly, is how simple it is. Somebody who is underthinking it. So a good example I'll use is to 06 fighter pilot who was ready to file his claim, supposedly. And that he said something like, because I always tell you guys that you have to have x-rays and reviews. That's fresh medical evidence the VA requires. And so he says something along the lines of, well, I got my boo-boo list, which, by the way, there's a video for that. No shit list of boo-boos. So check that out. I'm sure John and DJ are going to get that out there for you. So this guy says, well, I've got my boo-boo list. My doctor signed off on it. And I'm like, okay, where's your x-rays? And he goes, yeah, I didn't get x-rays. I'm like, okay, but the VA requires x-rays and reviews in order for you to have a successful claim. That's fresh medical evidence that the VA goes off of. And I'm just making a further point to you guys that like how does that doctor know that you've got left shoulder this or right shoulder that? The VA is going to ask that question. It's like a checkpoint. The VA is going to go, well, how did your doctor know this? Well, she guessed. Like, how does a doctor know about degeneration? I mean, I get it that this client may be 50 years old or whatever. And of course he got degeneration, but like a doctor can't just guess and write it down, that kind of thing, or shouldn't for this process. And so you need to make sure that you've got the imagery. And don't overthink that too. A lot of folks try to overthink it. Oh, well, I've got imagery that MRIs. So I've got MRIs and CAT scans and all those other kind of terms. Yep. It's not what the VA wants. The VA wants x-rays and fresh x-rays. So people say this too, underthinking it. They'll say things like, oh, well, I had x-rays done, 5 years ago or whatever. And I'm like, again, are you willing to bet your $3 to $5 million on, I've got old x-rays that I hope the VA goes off of? Are you willing to put a little bit of money, effort, and energy in going out and getting your money? So I want to make you think of that. Also, that makes me think of I like this new guy that I came across, and I don't think he's a veteran, but he has kind of a veteran cut, and he's always wearing a three-piece suit and all that kind of stuff. And I like the way he is as far as being a business owner, that you just have to, one, you say fuck a lot, apparently in our world. But yeah, he was talking about that too, just getting things done the right way and just no excuses, that you can either have results or excuses. You can't have both. So you'll hear me talk about that a lot as well. So, and point back to me is I've got over 3,000 clients, and if every veteran out there is worth $3 million at minimum, I mean, you're looking at almost $9 billion at this point that it's in the pipeline and or delivered to you guys. So I know what I'm talking about, folks. I know what I'm talking about. And the best and deadliest humans on earth come to me for a reason. So it's all about doing it the right way. Don't overthink it. Don't underthink it. Thanks for your time, folks. Again, please like and share. Got a lot of other videos and other content coming out. We've updated our website, other things. We do events on LinkedIn every month. Some events are every week, sort of things you want to get a part of. So make sure you're liking and sharing. Appreciate you guys. We'll talk soon.